This is my joiner, and it is a workhorse. I use it every single day, and I have for years. But what I noticed recently is that some of my boards are not coming out as good as they used to, which means it's time for a little bit of maintenance, tuning this thing up. I noticed that this corner over here seems to be a little bit lower. And I don't know how that happened because it was perfectly fine before. But as I'm running boards across my joiner, what I'm noticing is that it's digging in extra on the ends, and then as the board gets further out here, less is being taken off the middle. And then when we get further out, this end is also biting off more. So then what I'm getting is a slight bow whenever I'm joining my boards. So we need to raise this in just a bit. I raised my infeed table to be the same height as my outfeed table, and now I can put a straight edge on it, press down the outfeed table, and see if I have an even gap all the way across. I want to make sure that this side is going to be the same height as this side because I know this was my problem area. There are a couple of bolts that adjust the infeed table. And on my joiner, there's one here, and there's one back here. Every joiner is different. What I'm gonna do is I'll mark a pencil line on the nut and then on the table itself. That way I can do some minute adjustments, make sure I can dial it in. On my joiner, each one of these is an Allen bolt. So what I did was I loosened the nut and then took my Allen wrench, turned this top one just a bit because I'm dealing with the back corner, and then I'm gonna measure it again using a straight edge and some feeler gauges. On the back side of the joiner, this is my depth stop. It ensures that I don't lower the bed too much and take too much of a bite off whenever I'm joining something. With my joiner, it recommends not taking more than 1/8 of an inch off. So I'm going to reassemble this. Now that everything's put together, I set my depth to kind of where I want it, and I can check it to make sure I have an even gap on this corner and on this corner. With the bed straight, now I can make sure that I have my fence square with the bed. We got a package today. Let's crack this thing open, see what we got. Hopefully some goodies, because I don't know what's exactly inside of it. We got some cool stuff from Starbond. Looks like we've got some medium brown instant adhesive. That's awesome. I've never used Star Bond, so I look forward to this. This is medium thickness dark brown. Very cool. Super glue. Jet black. That's handy. This one is all-purpose medium easy flow formula. Nice. Oh, and they got some cool little syringe tips too. Look forward to that one. Oh, gap filler. That's cool too, because I work with a lot of figured stuff. I work with a lot of stuff that I've cut up myself, like walnut or oak or whatever else. There's going to be knots, there's going to be voids, so I'm always trying to fill things in. So I like to use epoxy, super glue, whatever I can get. Oh, accelerator too. This is not an endorsement of Star Bond because I've never used their stuff before. They did send me this stuff for free, so I did not purchase it, but I want to make sure that I'm being fair and honest with it. So I'm going to try it out. I got a couple projects coming up that I definitely will use this stuff with. And so you may see it in some videos and I'll let you know how it goes. I think I got it dialed in, but we need to do a test. So let's mill up some boards and see how they fit together. This board ended up having some really awesome figure to it. So when I put these together, it's perfect. That's exactly what I want. There's no gaps. The seam is great. I can look at the edge and see everything lines up perfectly. This is exactly what I want. I'm glad I took the opportunity to tune that thing up. If you've got a joiner, you might want to take a look at it because it's always good to do a little bit of shop maintenance in between major projects. If you like this sort of content, please subscribe and hit the like button and possibly share this with somebody who might like this sort of content. Until we meet again, get in your shop and build something awesome.